That's how I am. Yeah. This is a complement to traditional CPR. But what we're going to teach you today is not an official certification. It's just a great life skill to have if you ever need to save somebody's life.
And you can teach it to people you know as well. So
right.
pass it along.
If we can do it,
yeah,
you can do it.
If I can do this, anybody can.
I was on a golf course one time, and a guy grabbed his chest and fell down. And there was somebody there, luckily, to help him. But I will never forget that panicky feeling of, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? And you think CPR, and I think, I don't know the breaths, and I don't know the compressions. This takes all of that anxiety away. It's CO-CPR, so it's compression only CPR. And really the only thing you need to know is, in order to do this, you have to witness someone go down.
Or someone has to see this person go down and say, hey, anybody can help here.
Right.
You can't find somebody laying on the ground and do this. That's not going to work. Someone has to see the person actually go down.
This is cardiac arrest specific.
Right.
So if you have grandkids that choke or something like that, that's not what this is for. It's not for kids. It doesn't apply to electrocutions.
Drownings.
It doesn't apply to drownings. Those are all things that require respiratory assistance to get breaths. It'll require traditional CPR.
And that's why you have to witness it. Because if you don't see the person collapse, you don't know what happened, and you don't know what is the appropriate.
How long you've been there?
Appropriate treatment. But it's very easy. And so we'll get on one of the mannequins here, and I'll show you.
All of us, or you're going to?
We'll show you first.
We'll show you first. I'll use this. I'll use this guy here, and I'll just kneel. Sure, you can kneel down on the pad here. And if I forget anything, you guys, you can remind me.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, if it's hurting you, don't worry about it. You don't have to kneel down. It's a little hard to be on the knee pads, so don't worry if it's hurting your knees.
No, I just have a leg cramp.
Okay, you've just witnessed an adult collapse. So the first thing you do
is have somebody call 911.
Well, yeah.
Find somebody, say, you call 911.
And you should specifically point them out, right, and say their name if you know their name, because sometimes if you just say call 911, you've got that whole, the masses going, okay, someone will probably do it, right, so make sure you specifically point them out.
Okay, you shake the person to see if they're conscious. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You awake?
If there's no response, you tilt their head back, and you listen to see if they're breathing.
Feel it on your cheek, because that's your most sensitive skin. If you feel the breath on your skin, you'll know they're breathing.
And just give it a few seconds. You'll know whether or not they're breathing.
And it's time to get to work.
Okay? You just put your hands in the center of their chest, lock your arms, and begin compressions.
It doesn't matter which hand.
Just like this. Now you want to do 100 compressions a minute. And a good way to remember that is, do you guys know the Bee Gees song Stayin' Alive? Yep. Think of that in your head. Huh, 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 stayin' alive, just like that.
But you should take your hands off the chest each time you come up, a little bit.
And you just do that until somebody comes.
You should go for a minute, try to do 100 times.
Give it a shot.
Keep your elbows locked, too, straight. You don't want your elbows bending, because then you're not going to get enough.
And don't rock. It's easier if you
Make sure you want to lock your hands together.
lock your elbows.
So you can either do it like this or like this, whatever's more comfortable to you. But you're going to use that, so the heel of your hand to push in, and you need to lock those elbows.
Every time. Just a little bit.
It's going to be a lot harder than you actually think.
So you're like directly over there?
For these dummies, you want to
Yeah. Might not. If you don't rock, it's a little easier. If you just keep your body.
Right. Just keep your
Don't
arms
rock
straight.
back and forth. It's not quite as hard then.